Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all you armchair sleuths coast to coast. It's time once again for
Hold That Answer!
Tonight's jackpot question comes from a devoted mother who has waited by the phone for nearly 2 long years. Hope on one line, heartache on the other. Let's pick up our first caller. Ma'am, welcome to the show. Hello. Who's holding your hand tonight?
Oh, hello. I'm on hold waiting for Lieutenant Vogel. He said he might have some news about my daughter.
Well now, isn't that something? Before we get to your answer, let's spin the wheel of possibilities. Oh, tough break, Paula. Looks like tonight's tip came all the way from Rhode Island and brought absolutely nothing with it. But stick around. This is Hold My Hand.
Back. Cup of Meat Productions. 25 years, 48 hours at a time.
Oh, he did it.
I know numbers. I got the numbers. Are hard.
Numbers aren't playing.
They ain't playing?
We're not playing the numbers here with Cup of Meat.
Not like my grandmother.
25 years is a long time. It is a not only an evolution in our filmmaking. It's amazing to look back at its role in our lives with our families.
So true. So true. You know, I remember like there are a couple of moments about families and Cup of Meat Productions. If you remember during the Citrus release party, we put up images of unborn children. Remember that we were both our children, Mikey and Katie, hadn't yet been born, and that was sort of like a, not a surprise, but it was certainly a cute little moment of time there during the presentation.
It was a part of our evolution in this project.
It's true. In fact, it drove us to do the 48-hour film project in many ways, because one of the important things about the 48-hour project is that it starts and it's over. It's done. It's encapsulated in that short amount of time. And when you're with a young family, time is everything, right? And it was this way I could get agreement to do this because it wasn't going to linger on. I wasn't, editing for 6 weeks, 12 weeks straight, God knows, who knows, retakes, the whole thing. It was done. It was over. It was completed and back to the family. So that's a good aspect of the 48. One reason why it drove us to continue to do it that way.
Yeah, I agree. It's we made our first film when Trey was under 1 year old. Mm-hmm. And it's been amazing to see that my family has contributed to it. Trey was inspired by the work he did with it, and I think that's part of the reason he went into acting, is just seeing this around.
Isn't it funny how that works?
Involved.
It's funny how that works, right? It's not necessarily that they get the bug from you, but they see that it's happening, right? Just the sheer fact that you're making it happen makes it in their mind as something they could do because you're doing it. Why not them doing it, right? It's like a window. You give them a window, a door,
yeah,
an opening,
and it's our families have been around for many of the shoots, and we've shot at your house and my house, and just I think them seeing it, I think has an impact. And I think especially because it's always such a fun weekend, and we bring a lot of weird, fun people around to play with, it becomes a very positive experience for them.
Yeah. When we get to Barbara, I'll talk about that one with Katie's experience for Barbara. That I think was a funny little moment. We'll get there later.
I almost remember it. Yeah, that'll be fun. So, in speaking of family, the film we're going to watch today is very much about family. One much. That's been torn asunder, and the reactions to it.
Yeah, and I've not watched this film, so when I watch this, I'm going to be trying. I think I remember bits and pieces, but it's been a long time. This one was 2017, so it's not an old one. It's a relatively new one. It was when we were sort of building our Washington, D.C. group of people. It's the first time Molly came in and started to be part of our troupe. So that was a big, Todd Hughes was there as well. But Molly Larson, now married in a different name, had your son in it, which was awesome. Also part of it.
This film at least was in Trey's reel at one point.
That's awesome.
I think he since pulled it out for
because he had better things.
But yeah, I mentioned on the wrap up last time that this film, in my mind, I didn't like. And as we go through it, we'll see. I think it's another case where we remember the weird, quirky stuff, but we tend to forget that we can do serious well at times too.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And I think it's the performances will pull us, at least tug at our heartstrings, if I remember correctly. So that's something.
Now, remember, it's all in the writing and the filming and the editing. The actors are only holding us back.
I forgot that you keep saying that.
This is 2017's Hold My Hand.
That's all the updates for today. We are really hopeful about the Rhode Island lead, so we'll follow up with that in the morning. Please give me a call back at the precinct before 10. I'll be here.
Do you want to do this today, hon?
This is Maggie, actually Molly's daughter, who's now practically a young woman right now. It's amazing how that's changed. But she gets a short moment in the filming of it. But the fact is, we made these posters up, and every time anybody saw them, they thought it was real, or they were cautiously asking us. Like, we went to Kinko's and somebody looked at it and made a comment, right? Because we made like 100 of them. I'm sure in the Company Media archives over there, I probably have another 50 of them sitting around because we didn't use them all. But it was dangerous to have this as something hanging around because people thought, oh my God, this child's really missing.
Yeah, that Rhode Island thing was no good.
Paula.
Mistaken identity, I guess.
How'd it go, Carl?
I'm really sorry about that. Well, I hope to hear more about the labs again in a week or so. Oh, and please call me back. I'd like to hear more about that yellow...
In 2017, Ron bought a slider.
A slider that worked.
It did.
Yeah, no, that was certainly a it was a transition time for us film wise.
I was getting into the YouTube filmmaking community and was always on top of, like, oh, here's a trick, you can do this to do this, and here's a cheap slider, and here's a cheap gimbal, and I was just like all into that for a couple years.
I'll be at the precinct till 10. Good night.
Two little blackbirds sing on a hill, one named Jack and one named Jill. Fly away, Jack, fly away, Jill. Come back, Jack, come back, Jill.
Hey, Paula. Hey, Carl. It's Lieutenant Vogel. It's Ted. Sorry, we're really just another dead end here. I really wish I had something for you, but I'll take another look through the files. Maybe I missed something. I was just checking in. Call me, please. It'd be good to hear from you. Precinct till 10.
You know, I was reading about this new support group they're forming. Do you think you might be interested?
What the hell are you doing?
Excuse me?
That's a very important paper you're covering up.
These are for our fans.
Trey's big screen acting debut. It's funny, his voice has gotten deeper. Significantly. But this was the birth of Dead Mantis, one of the linchpins in the Cup of Meat universe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I happen to have that poster right there on the wall there. Crazy. Yeah, that's Cup of Meat has used Dead Mantis multiple times after this movie, so it's yet another artifact.
When we come up with something, there's no sense in reinventing it.
Another thing to note there, when Molly was singing, I had not worked with Molly yet. I'd worked with her afterwards, that in theater too, and I was like, "Can you sing?" And she's like, like she laughed, and I had no idea how amazingly accomplished a singer she is. She is really amazing singer. She does a lot of theater, and it's really impressive.
We got a little taste of it here, and then I don't know if we've used her for anything other than being a potty mouth since then.
Yeah, no, she hasn't had time, but she'll come back.
She's
in the thick of it.
We've got a gig next weekend.
I don't care. Take them down.
Lady, we've seen your papers all over town.
Don't you think it's about time you give it up anyway?
What the hell did you just say? You don't know anything! And you don't know my Maggie! I'll never give up on my daughter!
Paula, what the hell's gotten into you? Maybe those kids were right. We've been putting these things up for nearly 2 years now. Don't you think it might be time to move on?
Carl, are you just gonna stand here and let her say those things?
You know what? Fuck you both! Maggie is out there. She's alive, and someone has seen her. My daughter, Maggie, she's missing. Have you seen her?
Oh, my. Is she a little dumb? We lost our Denny almost 5 years ago. So I know the pain you're feeling. 6 months I spent clinging to whatever hope I could find. It almost consumed my life. And Trudy was my rock. She was feeling the same pain that I was. She was alone. Well, we were alone. So I decided right then that I had to make a change. I will always love Denny. I will never forget him, never. But I needed to be there for Trudy. You never give up on that little girl.
I had forgotten that whole part there. And you know, honestly, his tiebacks to American Family references, with it being serious.
This is a sequel to a film about a strange man living in a box with his wife.
It's so true.
Who's
Trudy,
pregnant.
Little Denny.
And they're living in a cardboard box on the side of the road.
Eating Salisbury steak.
And he gets a job dancing. We'll get to that film. This is the sequel to that film.
It's kind of sad, though, isn't it? Then, if you know what happens, then
it's obviously a tragic story, but you're right. Todd's ability to play the same character years removed, having gone through this tragedy. That's a cup of meat moment right there.
But the question is it worth losing everything else? Paula? Paula? It's Ted. Can you please open the door? Paula? Paula? Paula. The State Patrol was out by Thomas Pond. Paula, they found a body.
No! No!
I am so sorry.
The answer is no!
That is a dark twist.
I don't see it as a twist as much as I see it as she had the option and she chose not to do it. And I like this film better than I remember it.
It's, like I said at the beginning, we tend to forget the serious stuff. Here's my reaction to the film, which kind of brings me back to immediately finishing it, why I didn't keep going back to it. It feels schmaltzy. But as a filmmaker, if we take ourselves out of what we like, people love schmaltzy films.
They love schmaltzy films. There's an entire industry on schmaltzy films, God knows.
I would argue this is a really good film that maybe it's just not our personal tastes.
Fair enough. It flowed a lot better than I remembered, right?
Oh, it's well written. Well, I mean, it's well structured with kind of limited dialogue and writing. It's well acted. As I look at it again, you see a lot of those YouTube filmmaking things that I was focusing on. The shot that I remember that I really love is when he's talking to her, when Todd is talking to her, and we're looking at Todd and we're looking at the back of her head, and then at some point he says this very, you need to decide between this and that. and we switch over to the other side. So we go from the shadow side to the light side, which is visual foretelling of, oh, her life is turning around, but it's not.
It was her choice at that moment. She made a choice later.
It is significantly better than I remember.
All right, well, that's good. I like it. This is a couple of our films have shocked me in that manner. I love it. That's what happens when you do 25 years, 34 minutes, and 48 seconds at a time. Numbers is hard.
I see you're new here, buddy, slow down. I think you'll be a quick study. Patience is a virtue and haste makes waste. So let it happen natural and you'll like what you taste. You'll get just what you deserve. Wait is the key word.
So Wait.
Wait. Oh,
Wait
wow.
goes back. Wait, we talk about our big films. Wait,
Yeah,
we went
big.
about as big as you go. This was our grand musical.
Yep, our first musical. We had first time we had a bunch of actors in, fantastic, and it was a multi-level film back in the early days of New Jersey. I look forward to seeing that one because I have not seen that one in a solid decade or more.
So we once again find ourselves at the end of another episode talking about a movie, being surprised, being delighted, exceeding the expectations of our work. And then we get to the end.
Yep.
And we
Time to
go into
wrap
the
it up.
fucking toilet. Because we can't figure out how to end these damn things.
Well, you know, Ron, I think this time you're going to end it. I think it's your turn to end this one.
Okay.
So let's see what happens.
It's only fair enough, but I'm going to need to bring in some help.
Okay, yeah, let's see what happens.
Hey, Ron. So I brought myself in because if one hoteling can do it well, two hotelings can do it even better. So like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.